Hi, welcome to today's video. My name is Paul. So this week, well, in the video you're going to see me doing some, minimalist watercolor landscape painting. But it's one of those videos where I'm going to talk about something that is probably completely unrelated to what you're watching in the video. It's all about art, but I'm not talking specifically about this painting. Think of it like a podcast with a video that you can watch. Now, I know there's probably people who are interested in maybe materials that I'm using or sort of process I go through. There are links in the description box below the video, assuming that you're watching this on YouTube. And those links go to blog posts and other places that have more information about the process and materials and things like that. But as I say, I wanted to talk about something different. And it's kind of inspired by a video that I saw earlier today and the title of that video. So the title was, "Is it too late to learn to draw and to be a good artist?" Now this is interesting to me because, like a lot of people, I'm no spring chicken, let's put it that way. So later in life, getting back into art or getting into art for the first time. So is it too late? It's a question. That's the sort of thing that interests me, because I start to think, well, is it too late for me? But then the question, the title of this video goes on, to learn to draw and to be a good artist. And that's the thing that put me off the video somewhat. Art is a very amorphous thing. We're all walking around with what we think are pretty good definitions of what art is in our heads. But if we were to sit down, write out a definition of what art is, and then compare them, we'd probably find there's quite a bit of variety in how people define art. And therefore, there's also quite a bit of variety in how we might define what an artist is and what an artist does. The person who created this video, who wrote the title, they're obviously equating drawing skills with artistic skills. So if you want to be an artist, you have to be able to draw. And definitely, because I've seen the video, the way that they mean to draw is in the sort of academic, traditional way of drawing. So if you can master that, in their opinion, you're a good artist. And then presumably, anybody who doesn't master that type of, or doesn't practice that type of drawing or that type of art, they must be a bad artist. So it's a way of looking at art that I disagree with fundamentally. I'm not attacking this person, I'm just disagreeing with their opinions. To me, it is far, far, far too narrow a definition to say that drawing skills somehow equate to artistic skills. They don't. There's so much more to art. Now obviously there's things like poetry, music, dancing and so on that have absolutely nothing to do with drawing skills. But even if we ignore all of that and narrow it down to just two-dimensional drawing and painting, I would still say that drawing skills do not define your artistic skills. Give an example from the past, an artist from the past, or a couple of examples. So the first one, the Dutch artist Mondrian, I think his name was Piet Mondrian. So he's famous these days for sort of geometric, flat blocks of color separated by black lines. And he was one of the early modern artists. But if you look at his early artwork, it was much more derivative. It was much more sort of standard drawing. At some point, he decided to move away from that and do this more abstract, geometrical style of art. Now, whether you like it or not, the thing is, he's remembered for that style of art. He's famous for that style of art, not for his drawing skills. Jackson Pollock was famously bad at drawing, apparently, but of course he developed a style of art that didn't require any sort of drawing skills whatsoever. So I guess what I'm trying to say is be careful of, say, YouTube videos or blog posts that try to give a very narrow definition of what art is and what an artist does. Instead, approach art in your own way, your own individual way. If you want to master academic, technical drawing skills, go for it. But that's not the only path that you can follow as a visual artist. Be yourself, be unique, be different, approach it in a playful sort of way, and enjoy making art. That would be my advice. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching and listening, and hopefully see you again in next week's video.